All right, we're here at the TBN studios. We got Jeremy, we got Duke. They're doing the sound check right now. And basically, tell me how you feel about the song that we're doing. Give us a little history about it.
Well, I love the song. I thought it turned out pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
But the song is actually like 10 years old. The chorus and that bridge, I actually wrote that in Bible school at a master's commission in Oklahoma City, where I was in prayer one morning and I just started singing, God, all I want is you, I need you, God. Worship is the foundation of relationship with Him. And so I would just pour my heart out, and then those words just began to just come out, just begin to flow.
Yeah.
And then I just started praying, God, you're the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. I got saved in worship, so God, the only thing I can do is worship you.
Yeah.
So God, you're the greatest thing that ever happened to me. And so those words just began to flow, and it just came out.
Yeah, man, it's a great song. I love that you invited me to be on the song. The church loves the song, and you got a whole lot of songs that you got in your library that's hidden.
Yeah,
and man, I'll be happy when you plan on coming out with that album and letting the world see what you got. So what's the future like for you?
Well, first, the first thing is priorities. I'm a youth pastor, but I'm also a worshiper.
Yeah.
And God has entrusted me with lyrics and with the ability and the gifts and talents of music.
Yeah.
And so my only response is to give it back to Him.
Exactly.
And so I'm sitting on all this stuff, and it's almost like bad stewardship in a way, because I have all these songs and I'm not doing anything with them. So after just talking with you lately, it just kind of sparked more of a passion in me to, hey, maybe I need to get these songs together collectively and produce an album.
You're a youth pastor, so tell us a little bit about what you got going on with the youth.
Man.
The name of the youth program.
Well, with youth, the name of the youth group is Awakening Youth, and which
shout out to
Awakening Youth. And man, that's my heart, is an awakening. I just feel there's something special happening here in Indy, and I just see the Spirit moving, and that's where the name came from. It's just an awakening in our hearts and our spirits and our minds for the things of God, because He's knocking.
Yeah.
And John talks about now is the time for true worshipers to come and worship God in spirit and truth. For those are the ones that He seeks and looks for, and that's our goal, is to reach the city of Indy, man, and put a spark this awakening in the students here in Indy, and that's just our heart, man. I mean, the youth is growing, and it's doing some great stuff. I got a great leadership team, and I'm proud, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
Yeah. Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. And we also got God's poet, Duke Mason.
What's going on?
Duke, man, what's going on, man? Tell us a little bit about what's happening with you.
Well, what's happening with me right now is I got to give all honor to God, because I've been through a whole lot in this last couple of months. And I know that if I wasn't with God or believing in His word, then I probably would have fallen, because I've been in a treacherous situation in so many ways. But just depending on God, leaning on God, praying, fasting, trusting in His word, I'm able to come through all this stuff I've been through. It's a storm.
Exactly. And I know that you got production, studio, and you got a lot of things going. You're working on some new music material. Tell us about some of the artists that you've been working with. I know you know up-and-coming artists that really don't have an outlet, and you provide a studio for them and at a reasonable price and help them out. So who are some of the artists that you've been working with?
Well, I've worked with people like a young lady named Ashley, LJ, buddy of mine.
He's in Awakening Youth.
G-Swag, of course, me and you done got it in there a couple times. I've worked with a lot of upcoming artists, but my thing is to be able to provide them a place where they can come, feel comfortable and grow in their ministry, performing, and recording.
Yeah.
So I'm just grateful that I have a place and a position that they can come to and do things.
Man, that's an awesome thing. So both of y'all gonna be performing with me later on, ministering in the song, and we'll get to hear the song that you wrote, and we'll get to hear the song that me and you did together, and y'all stay tuned, because these are some great men of God right here. God is really using them in Indianapolis. And I'm honored to have worked with both of them, and God's got some great things planned for them in the future. And you'll be hearing a lot more from these guys, and y'all just stay blessed, and we'll be at you here in a minute.